Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Chiefs. And also to kick off 2020, Texans and Chiefs. Tonight on NBC, we're taking to Kickoff. Football is back. We made it.
Singleton is on the way.
He's on the move.
Taking a shot downfield.
Touchdown!
And he leads the somersault.
Oh, he's done it again!
Come on.
He was like a battering ram.
Oh, he got it! What a catch! Intercepted! Yes! Do you want some of that? Yes, you do. He is a monster.
Wow, did you see that right there?
Unbelievable. What a play that was.
Sensational play.
NFL Gameday Kickoff presented by EA Sports. Madden 21 is on the air. Yes, those are fans making their way into the parking lot in Arrowhead. Yes, those are fans who are going through what is a rite in Kansas City, having barbecue in the parking lot, doing a tailgate. COVID-19 not stopping the 2020 season from going down on time tonight. 15,000 fans are expected to be socially distanced, dispersed throughout all of Arrowhead Stadium. I'm Rich Eisen, pleased and humbled and honored to be hosting NFL Network's coverage of an NFL season for an 18th time. We turned 17 years old coming up later on this fall, and we are thrilled that you are joining us for yet another season, perhaps the most unique season that we've ever seen, clearly. And we've got a whole host of analysts and friends joining us today to get you ready for the NFL campaign. The Texans and the Chiefs, and in Arrowhead, getting set to call this on Westwood One Radio is none other than our Hall of Fame friend, quarterback, and NFL Game Day morning compadre. Joining us here live from the home of the Kansas City Chiefs is our friend, Kurt Warner. How are you, Kurt?
I'm doing well, Rich. How you guys doing back there in the studio?
We're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. It's climate-controlled comfort, which is something I wouldn't be saying in early September with the temperatures being so hot around most of the country. But it's like high 50s with a little bit of a threat of rain there, huh, for tonight?
Exactly right, Rich. It's about 55 degrees, so temperature is pretty good, but there's been a mist coming down all afternoon, starting to dissipate a little bit, but something to keep an eye on as they get onto the field.
All right. Well, walk me through what it's like there, what you're expecting to see tonight, Kurt.
Well, I tell you what, it's interesting. I feel like when I got to the stadium, it was like our game day morning crew showing up for the Super Bowl about 12 hours early. Not a lot of energy, not a lot of fans, not a lot of buzz. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out when the guys run out on the field. We all know momentum is a real thing, and it's not just about the plays on the field, but it's about the energy in the stands. Other guys feed off of that energy. It's what gets them up for a game. I remember when I used to play, it was that distraction of the fans yelling at me or yelling for me that allowed me to get kind of focused in on the game and take my game to another level. So many things to keep an eye on, because the energy is not there right now. I know they're going to let a few fans in here, 16, 17,000 fans, so maybe that energy picks up a little bit, but how does that correlate to the play on the field will be something that we're all watching for.
Well, and again, it's going to be something that we're all going to have to get used to in this season of COVID-19, and the mere fact that we do actually have a playing season to celebrate tonight, and the fact that all the testing and the protocols has gone so well is a testament to the NFL and the NFLPA coming together and making sure that this happens tonight. That's Kurt Warner joining us right now from Kansas City, and we'll see him over the course of this 90-minute program. It has been the first 2 years that we were on the air. The 03 season, we came on in the middle of it, and the 04 season, our first full season, that's the last time we've seen a repeat champion in the National Football League. We know that the Broncos the one before that, and then the Cowboys the one before that, and someone who was a member of that team joining me from his home camera, right next to Steve Mariucci's home camera, my other two compadres from NFL Game Day Morning, Michael Irvin and Steve Mariucci, joining us right here and right now as we're getting set for this big game tonight. Steve Mariucci, who do you think is the biggest challenger to keep the Chiefs from joining that list of repeat Super Bowl champs?
Yeah, well, hello, Rich. Great to be back. Let's have a great season, okay? But you're asking me who's going to challenge the Chiefs, and they are a great football team. How about the Baltimore Ravens? You know, they were the best record in the league last year at 14-2. They had the MVP of the season in Lamar Jackson with the best scoring offense and the best rushing offense and very good in situational football in the red zone on third downs. They had a guy from Ohio State, J.K. Dobbins. This is a heck of a football team. They just have to play better in the postseason. Plus, they added to their great defense, third-ranked scoring defense with Calais Campbell and Derek Wolfe, and drafted some linebackers. So this is a good football team. And you know what, Rich? They're going to be playing again this year, but this time it's in Baltimore week 3.
And Coach, listen, I can't wait to see those games and what your boy Lamar Jackson is going to do, Coach. But let's not let us forget that old veteran that's coming back to the field in Pittsburgh. Big Ben Roethlisberger, the man that led the league in passing yards in 2018 with 5,129 yards. Bad man getting back. And you know, after a year off, guys, he's been sitting back. He's watching Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson take all of his glory in the AFC. So I'm looking for Ben Roethlisberger in that defense that led the league in sacks, led the league in takeaways last year, giving Kansas City a go. Now, I believe Houston can, too. And we'll see that tonight, and we'll talk much more about that. But I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Well, and when you mentioned Big Ben, I know we're getting a little nostalgic, or that might be the royal we. I am, too. He was part of the first draft that we covered here on NFL Network back in 2004, and he hopes to avoid the, one would say, bugaboo of that quarterback first-round draft class last year, Phillip Rivers, having some diminishing returns. As we all know, Eli Manning is now sitting at home for the first time in a long time for a football season. That's Steve Mariucci, and that's Michael Irvin joining us right here.